Hi, I'm Josh Parker, Director of Chocolate for Josh's Chocolate. We're producing premium quality chocolate here in Cornwall. We've got two key formats that we work with. So we've developed our bars, which tell an amazing story about Cornwall and Cornish lifestyle, and then our gigantic buttons, which are enormous and have become a huge success for us. And then across the broader range, actually, we're not doing the weird and the wacky. It's doing things, reinventing the classics and doing them really well. So salted caramel and blueberry and hazelnut, which is my take on fruit and nut. Since starting, we have grown and we've got a number of accounts both in Cornwall and then latterly growing outside of Cornwall. And those range from accounts such as the Lost Gardens of Heligan and St Michael's Mount, right up to the big names in London such as Liberty and Selfridges and everything in between. So a real broad spectrum of accounts. So I got in contact with Access to Finance because the business was at a place where we needed to support the growth. We were growing quickly and I needed that support both in terms of consultative and business planning, but then also with unlocking grant monies and finance. I think that initial conversation was around clarity of strategy and making sure that they were helping me with the right type of finance. And then through the process of onto the next stage, which was financial forecasting and building the right models and making sure that we're profitable, viable, etc. And then into the application process and jumping through all the hoops to unlock grant funding. So that was $14,500 through the Big Three Productivity Fund, and that helped with productivity, so production output and then efficiency. We used that money for expanding our premises, and that was, so we're in repurposed shipping containers. So we went from 1 to 4 containers. So the support I've received has been invaluable, and it's made a real difference to the business. That investment would have been far slower. It's enabled us to grow, take on more people, and now broaden our horizons to actually expand out of Cornwall and then look at exploring export markets. So the team at Access to Finance were fantastic. Being at the end of the telephone, where and when I needed it most. They gave me the tools to do it myself, but then also supporting me, responding and getting emails back, challenging assumptions and numbers, and then helping just that guidance through the process has made a real difference. So what's next? So I've recently taken on a sales rep, and they're working nationally, and then beyond that is looking at export, America, into Europe. For us to support that and actually enable that, we need to invest in our operations, partial or full automation, and then bringing our production processes to meet that growth. So Access to Finance for me is invaluable support. It's the right support at the right time, which is absolutely tailored to my business.